Hi, so glad you're here. This is the season when many of us are creating our vision boards or recommitting to our vision boards, planning our ideal life. Well, unfortunately, at the end of the season, sometimes with the vision board, we haven't quite reached all of our goals. And I think the reason that is because a vision board doesn't give us all the tools and support that we need to really make that meaningful transformation. Hi, I'm Carol. I am a career and life transitions coach here on Pivot to Wholeness, and I want to share with you something that I discovered that really makes a difference if you want meaningful, deep, and lifelong transformation so that you can become the woman that you want to be. Well, what I'm talking about is a becoming board. Let's talk a little bit about vision boards and how they work. With a vision board, we curate a collection of images and graphics and quotes that motivate us towards our end goal, that desired life, that dream life that we want. It shows us, it takes us from where we are and then shows us the end, what it looks like when our life is perfectly in alignment with what we want. Well, that's great, but it doesn't support us through the process. A becoming board does that. It helps us to identify all of the daily, weekly, and monthly routines and goals and milestones that we need to get us to that transformation. So in a becoming board, we would curate images that show the process. So for example, if you want to run a marathon, in a vision board, you would have pictures of the celebration at the finish line. In a becoming board, you would have images of taking your running shoes and your running gear, going to the gym to work out, runs on the road, healthy meals that you would prepare or eat to fuel your body. And then, of course, that celebration or being at the finish line. You see the difference? The becoming board shows you how you get there. A vision board just shows you at the end. I think learning to lean into that process is the power of the becoming board. So it takes you through all the milestones that you need. So here's another example. If your goal is to quit your job and write a novel, well, a vision board would show you maybe a picture of a finished manuscript. A becoming board would have you create some images that show what it's like to um, to leave the job that you're in, to start writing daily, to get feedback from other writers, joining a writing club, showing the manuscript at different phases of its development. Leaning into the process, having the steps along the way is how you move from who you are to who you're destined and meant to be. That's the power of the becoming board. Now, I also like to talk about a few other things related to how you get that meaningful transformation. And that is our capacity of what it means like on the day-to-day while we're working through this metamorphosis, you might say. What do you do on the days when you have low energy or medium energy or high energy? And we determine before we begin what those days look like. So, talked a little bit about vision boards and the becoming board. If you'd like to know more, I have a becoming board workshop that teaches you how to create the becoming board, the science and the logic behind it, and how you can create your good, better, best strategy for on those days when you don't have that great capacity to do all of the things. What we want to do is help you to go from where you are now to that transformed and inspired version of you. And the Becoming Board helps you do that. If you'd like to know more, join me on my school community. I'll have the links and the information in the description as well as in the first pinned comment. And I'll also share the creator who came up with the Becoming Board in the description as well. Listen, if you want to be the kind of person who commits to themselves, who reaches their goals, who makes a change to live in alignment with their values and their beliefs, a Becoming Board is one of the tools that can help you get there. I know that you can do it. Join me over in school in my Becoming Board workshop. It's free. We'd love to have you. Information in the description, pinned comment, and I'll even put a QR code up here for those of you who are watching on television. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for going for what you want and working to become the person you know you can be. See you soon.